ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge isupport nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezulu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavidiyo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwividiyo namuhla. Inkinga enkulu ehlasela abantu base-South Africa udaba lwamanzi. Noma iyaqama kakhulu kwabezindaba kula maviki adlule emveni kokuba ey'ndaweni ey'ngapha eGoli ngapha ko-Midrand la kuhlala khona abelungu amanzi bewangekho. Kwaze kwaphoqeleka ukuthi abenza into abangavamisile ukuyenza ukuthi nabo baphume baye emgwaqweni bayotoyitoya. Into enhle ngabo-ke bona uma betoyitoya akulimali lutho, abashisi mathayi emgwaqweni, kodwa nje bayaliveza ukungaphatheki kahle kwabo ukuthi bethi cha sinenkinga la yamanzi. Kwase kuba udaba olukhulunywa, kodwa nje eqinisweni lilonke inkinga yamanzi sinesikhathi ehlupha abantu base-South Africa. Kodwa iqale nje yathola i-attention ye-media emveni kokuba kubonakala ukuthi ey'ndaweni zomtakabani lezi esazi ukuthi kusesilungwini amanzi bewangekho khona. Uma uzokhumbula kwi-State of the Nation Address sango-2025 uPresident Cyril Ramaphosa wasethembisa ukuthi kune-bridge elikhulu elizokwakhiwa elizokwazi ukuthatha amanzi angazi ngapha koLesotho. Inkinga yamanzi into nje esingeke sisaba nayo la eSouth Africa ngoba bazoyixazulula. So lokhu kwenzeke kahle ngesikhathi sekusondela ukuthi aphinde athule i-State of the Nation Address. Insukwini ezedlule uPresident Cyril Ramaphosa ubese KZN lapha bekovula khona iy'teshi ezimbili noma iy'chuse ezimbili, esisodwa esikababa Oliver Tambo, esesibili esika former President uMandela. Kube kuningi ukukhuluma okukhona emveni koba kwenzeke lokho ngoba ngathi lezi teshi cost around 20 million. Manje abantu bathi i-ANC iprioritize ukwakha iy'teshi kodwa abantu abanamanzi. Le mali ethathiwa akukho nala beyingalekelela khona ukuthi abantu bathole amanzi na. Ngaphambi basingene kulelo daba ubaba uBheki Mtolo wenza ivideo la bekayi-addressa khona le ndaba. Ngifisa ukukucaphunela yena emveni kwalapho ngikucaphunele umama uColin Makhubele uzwe ukuthi yena uma ekhuluma kuPower FM ngalo lolu daba utheni. Ngicela uzwe la.
It's been a long day. Did you see the unveiling of this statue? You know, I was reading some articles about it. There's a statue that was unveiled by the President Ramaphosa in KZN today. In fact, it's two statues, Nelson Mandela and the Oliver Tambo statues in KZN. 22 million rand, staggering 22 million rand. Okay, I think the conversation has to be like this, in my opinion, and I want to hear from you. We've spent 22 million rand to unveil these statues, right? What is the business case around them? How are we going to ensure that these statues, they are not just going to be monuments that are left like white elephants, they're going to generate some kind of an industry or activity that our people can look forward to going to. We can have maybe some tourism programs around those statues, ensure that they generate revenue, we promote them locally and internationally, because truth be told, I'm sure you know in your areas, wherever you find yourself, there are some statues that are there that are gathering dust and nobody really visits them. There's no activities around them. There's no tourism attractions around them. And bear in mind, I understand very well the importance of our struggle heroes and those that have contributed to this country where we are, and those that continue to contribute to the country that we must honor, we must celebrate, we must immortalize. No doubt we have to do that, and that's part of our heritage, isn't it? But 22 million in this economy today, it seems like to me like you've got this Department of Tourism that has the budget to do these statues and they must spend, right? But there's no coordinated approach in terms of what is the priority of the country. Should we be doing this right now? Is that sensitive to the residents of this country to say the timing, is it correct to go and erect a statue when we've got 76% or so of youth unemployment, and you know, we've got all sorts of crisis, water crisis, And I mean, you name it, from city to city. KZN itself, we had sewer issues, which are still not yet sorted out. You know, I do believe that the money perhaps could have been spent better for the residents, to empower the residents and do something in those communities. And then we kind of like plan for the statues for later. I don't know. I want to hear from you. And I just thought the president and the timing of this monument was a little bit off. But you remember, we're going to local elections. So a lot is going to happen just to show that we can cut the ribbon. You know, people want to cut the ribbon. They want to be seen to be doing something when the core of what must be done, the sewer, the water, the power, schools and crime and all of that is not being done. So that's my view on that. And I would like to hear from you.
Uvubalekile umbuzo nombono obeka umama uKholweni Makhubela mayithi azikho na izinto ebezingenziwa ngoba abantu bakhala ngeservice delivery. Kodwa umbuza nawo ngabe ukwakhiwa kwale statue nokuba khona kwalezi statue kukhona ama revenues okuzowa generator na? Nawu kumbuzo okhona nokufuneka sithole impendulo ngabe ukwakhiwa kwalezi statue kunama revenues azo generator na? Okwesibili, ngabe lokho okwenziwa president ufuna ukwenza ngoba ayifuna ukubonakala engathi ubusy ngoba siyazi ukuthi unyaka lo wama elections. Umbuzo lo obuzo mama uKholweni Makhubela. Into engiyincomayo nje manje yodwa ukuthi uma sikhuluma nabantu abasupport uPresident Ramaphosa sebezosho nabo ukuthi hayi kune statue asivulile ngoba einsukwini ezedlule sike sabuza ukuthi yipi RDP nje yakhiwe nguye kwathi iyovulwa nguye nje unikela ngayo. Isiphi isikole, yipi clinic? At least manje sekunento abazothi hayi wayikhanda istatue, wazikhanda istatue. Kunento ke esayifunda esikoleni, ama needs nama wants. Usho ukuthi kunezinto ezibalekile ezizidingo nezingesona isidingo. Lokwakhiwa kwestatue kungena kumuphi umkhakha kulokho? Anginalwazi ke mina engakho ngibuza. Ubaba uBheki Mtolo uyenzile ivideo naye ezama ukuchaza emveni kokuba lolu daba kukhulunywe ngalo kakhulu ku social media. Abantu bethi hawu ungathi service delivery singenayo, ungathi amanzi singenawo, kodwa abantu bakwazi ukuspend u22 million ukwakhiwa nje istatue ichuse nje kuphela. Yena uphendule kanje.
Welcome to Mtolo's Thoughts. Let's discuss the issue of statues. 22 million spent on statues for Nelson Mandela and O.R. Tambo. We see the outrage, but the mistake that we must never do is to mislead the people. The money spent on the statues and the spin-off that will benefit the city on the income, it outweighs the 22 million spent. Firstly, we must tell the people the truth. eThekwini municipality, eThekwini as a city, one of its driving economic sectors is tourism. For example, in the fourth quarter of 2025, eThekwini's unemployment was standing at 24.1%, far below the national unemployment rate, which is 30 plus above. That shows you the resilience of eThekwini as a city. But let's move. The tourism industry last year registered around 1.2 million visitors. And those 1.2 million visitors represented 77% hotel occupancy. And we understand that hotels, when there are more tourists that comes, they spend money on hotels, they stay in hotels. It means hotels must employ more people. That eThekwini alone, tourism industry has employed 95,000, created 95,000 jobs, or more than that, not less than 95,000 jobs. The contribution of tourism industry of eThekwini alone, it is 21 billion on local GDP, 21 billion. The money that was spent on tourism last year is 2.7 billion. 2.7 billion. Now, if you take the issue in the totality of circumstances, yes, you may cry with 22 million for the 2 statues, but what will benefit the city annually and forever, it far outweigh the 22 million. Then you must understand that those who lead the city, they plan, and then they know things that they do which will benefit the city in the short term and in the long term. And I doubt that parties that blame the statues, they don't know this information. Surely they know this information, but they have decided to give the people what they think is imitate. They've decided consciously to mislead the people. And then, but you can mislead the people for a short time, but eventually the people will know that you are misleading them. I'm 100% sure that big business, corporates, organized labor, they know the importance of these statues. How is it going to help the city in terms of tourism attraction, increasing revenue for the city, increasing economic spend in the city, and then in terms of job creation? I'm 100%, at least those ones they know. But even these political parties, I'm 100% they know this information. But because it's 2026 is local government, they are just decided to mislead the people. At some point, we must not push our narrow self-interest above the interest of the people. Because to mislead the people is easy, but to sustain false narrative to the people is short-lived, unfortunately. Hands up, eThekwini. We know that you're gonna stay resilient, and I can tell you, in 3 to 4 years, the unemployment at eThekwini is gonna reduce from 24.1%, lesser than that, because it's gonna attract more tourists. Because tourists, they like these statues, they come, take photos. eThekwini is one of the best tourism destinations, is one of the top tourist destinations in the world. We all know that. It has proven over the years. Dollars thoughts, the only thought that matters.
Njengoba umuzwa kubaba uBheka Imtolo echaza ukuthi omunye wemkhakha itheke lenza ngawo imali kakhulu elicontributayo kwi-economy yaseThekwini umkhakha wakwa-tourism. Ngakho ke late issue zizo-attract abantu ukuze bazofuna ukuzozibona, bese labo bantu belala emahhotela, bese abantu beyaqashwa emahhotela. Angazi ukuthi bazomisa kanjani ngoba amahhotela kulezi insuku asene-competition. Kunama-guest house of which are lower than amahhotela, kuna Airbnb. Kodwa-ke asazi ukuthi ezinye iy'nhlelo iziphi ngoba ushilo wathi the big businesses baya-understand ukuthi kwenzakalani. Nabanye abantu abaqondayo kahle lo mkhakha waka-tourism baya-understanda kwenzakalani. Kodwa sethembe ukuthi ngonyaka ozayo ngalesikhathi sobe sikhuluma ulimi oluhlukile. Sobe sikhuluma ukuthi hayi uhulumeni waseThekwini usoqasha abantu abangaka ngenxa yokuthi ama-tourist aye anda ukuzobona lezi itechu. Indawo yaseThekwini iqiniso esingeke siliphike ukuthi indawo evakashelwa kakhulu kodwa inamasizini. Uyazi makufika i-festive season abantu basuke beyolwandle kuyiwa kuphi ila aqala khona ukuthi kusebenze. Kodwa nje unyaka wonke akuyona indawo eyenza imali unyaka wonke. Angazi ke ukuthi bona bayibuka kanjani. Kodwa phela mawuzobala i-KZN yonke, mawuzobala i-KZN yonke iney'ndawo ezehlukene lapha abantu abazivakashelayo. Kodwa mawuthatha nje indawo yaseThekwini yona njengokwayo, noma abantu bevakasha kunamasizini. Kodwa sethemba ukuthi lento esho ubaba uBheka Imtolo iyiqiniso. Kodwa mina ngikuzwile enkulumeni yakhe ukuthi amahhotela azoba busy. Ekubeni busy kwamahhotela kuzogcina kuqasheka abantu. Manje into engikhathazayo ukuthi uma ngabe abantu bevakasha ngamasizini, bevakasha nge-festive, esiphesinye isikhathi ngoba ngokude akujwayelanga ukugcwala e-beach lapha eThekwini. So uma kuvakashwa ngaleso sikhathi kuphela shuthi abantu bazothola imisebenzi etemporary ezobe baqasha ukuthi ababe busy ngoba kuzobe kunabantu abaningi ngoDisemba. Angazi cabangela kwami. Uthe the only thoughts that count awakhe. Ngicela ukuzukuphala kwakho la comment section ngale kwalokho mina naStibane kuphinde landelayo, ngiyabonga.